Hello you beautiful people and welcome back to Let's Play Warhammer 40k Inquisitor Prophecy, where we now need to talk to Chaos Thorn and end the Tide of Blood priority assignment.
Inquisitor, Chaos Thorn reporting for duty. I have received my orders from the Grand Master, and I'm ready to fight by your side again.
It is an honor to have you back in my retinue, Sergeant. Just be more careful with those reckless acts of heroism in the future, all right?
Duly noted. It will not happen again.
Even if your own past comes back to haunt you.
The truth about the Void Rippers rattled me. I can't deny that. But it also gives me strength to defeat those traitors.
Your own superiors kept you in the darkness. Does this trouble you?
They had their reasons. The end justifies the means.
I approve your attitude, Thorn. The Inquisition needs you.
And I guess now we are going to receive the next assignment.
The Conclave has sent you a message, Inquisitor.
We are satisfied with the results of this investigation, Inquisitor. You have successfully rectified the mishaps of the previous assignment on the outpost, and you have been relentless in your battle against the Void Rippers. I fear, though, that from now on we must reckon with the Void Ripper presence in the sector. Still, you reminded those traitors that Imperial worlds are not bare fields of carnage, and they had better crawl back to whatever hellhole they found for themselves in the Immaterium. I suppose I need not remind you that the existence of the Storm Watchers and the location of their recruiting world is still highly classified information that you must keep safe at all costs. Good work, Inquisitor. The Emperor protects.
And he always does. Alright. Investigation completed. According to the Conclave, I have successfully rectified the misshapes of the previous assignment. How generous of them. The important thing, the Stormwatchers survived the onslaught and the Void Rippers are bled out. A major victory against the unholy forces of Khorne. Still, from now on we must reckon with a Void Ripper presence in the sector. Alright, and that means, sadly enough, we don't have any story missions remaining. That is too sad, but I'd say...
You have called for me, Inquisitor, and I am here to serve.
From now on, I will need you on the bridge, Astropath. Connect to your fellow Astropaths in the choir of the Caligari Conclave, and pass me the messages which deal with priority assignments.
As you wish, Inquisitor.
And that means we are going to hop into that. We have a lot of them available, and let's just start with the Holy Bliss. We have received a curious request from a low-level order associate. A pilgrim ship returned from the warp has been quarantined at an Imperial Void station due to an unusual type of cranial parasite infection. At first glance, this might not concern the Inquisition. However, the logs indicate no traces of any infection before entering the warp. Also, there are obscure references to this parasite in an auto case file, but most of the material has been corrupted. Given that the station is a high-profile Imperial outpost, the infection might be a diversion to hide some other insidious threat by the ruinous powers. Much of the security forces available have been tied up by the incident, so the possibility cannot be ignored. Examine the station, investigate the pilgrims, and find out whatever there is a threat. Let's request analysis of oh my goodness, what is today with my English? Of orbital picked feeds has detected a heretic tribe in an abandoned Imperial facility. The presence of demonic entities has been confirmed. Resources for a full-scale purgation are unavailable, so the order has opted for a surgical strike. Deploy and eliminate the moral threat we will. So let's see what the briefing here is exactly going to be. We have received that we already went through. Yada yada yada. I know that. And already several possible threats have emerged on the Void Station. Should we call back some of our security tied up with the pilgrims, move a handful of patrols to investigate the sudden outage of power on the state. Oh my, sorry again. Withdraw half of the security to the protection of the Void Station. Reassign the third of the security to unrest reported. Okay, let's go with the last one. The relatively large number of security officers take a while to reassign, but eventually the decision proves to be beneficial, just in time to disperse a mob that was about to march on a minor administrative annex because of the of an apparent food distribution issue. The incident was resolved with minimal violence. In the meantime, although Shirugans, oh my god, what a word, dumbfounded regarding the nature of the parasite infection, examined subjects appear to be in good health and suffer virtual no ill effects. In some cases, the infection seems to be benefit the host. Trials are ongoing and hope. Okay, there we have finally the mission briefing. It is going to be a purge just fine. The map looks alright again. Our involvement in the matter is slowly becoming justified. We have identified a group of mutants hiding amongst the pilgrims, and it is possible that they are the source of the infection, which supports the theory of warp-related biological anomalies. Unfortunately, these mutants swarmed the security deck upon discovery and obtained the weapons. We must deal with them.
Only corruption lies beyond the veil. There is nothing but suffering and death beneath the stars.
Yep, I agree. So let's try to quickly go through all of the enemies and take them out. As I always like to say, purges indeed are the not most annoying missions. That is not what I want to say, but in the end, as I run through the, as cool as I am, of course, through the trap there. Nicely done, mate. Okay, that was quick. So the fiery form, of course, is very, very, very good against all these kinds of poorly armored units, but in the end, it is very, very good against heavily armored targets as well. Okay, it is right now at least going very, very well, surprisingly. Okay, making quick work out of them. So, the combination of fiery form and everything else here is working out very, very well. Let's bring down the big dudes, or during the time we are still in fiery form, helping out to get rid of all of the toxic and, well, no, it didn't work out. Okay, weird. Okay, we have, or I have used one inoculator, so let's go for the refill there. There's a little bit of a graphical bug, I don't know why, but right now I actually do not care at all.
Hex on the chest. I must defeat the summoned creature. Be gone, demon. Let's see what was so important in the chest.
Okay, a lot of items, nice, I like that. And we have cleared out nearly half the map, that is good. why ever these tarantulas have been called down. I could only argue that that was because of the warp power effects. They are very, very bad. Because it was actually 3 of them, very, very uncool, since they can do a lot of damage if you are not careful. So I have pulled a lot of them enemies. Let's quickly try to riddle at least the smaller ones down. And then we can deal with the main threats here, which are the character and the champion here. Okay, I don't want to deal with the sentry gun actually. I always think if you can focus on the champion there, or the character who summons them down, yes, but if you kill him, luckily enough, those turrets are actually just being destroyed, which is of course helping out a lot. And now solely focusing on the rebel sergeant. Maybe no need for a inoculator, that would be nice. Yes, no need at all. Okay, I've overseen a chest. This is good, gives us a little bit of time to regenerate some HP. Okay, so I think the enemy density here won't be that high, since we have cleared out already more than half of the enemies. Okay, they are down. This one falls as well, and as well as this one. So, in these cases where we are facing a lot of those rebel enemies, it is so great to just hop on into the fiery form and take them down very, very, very quickly. So, we have a movement and increase buff. Alright, not complaining there. On the other hand, I, even with the speed increase, need to be a little bit careful, since there are a lot of enemies. All of the, I don't want to say boss enemies of such a assignment, they always have a little bit of a bodyguard. In this case, Valgrins and Orgrins.
Perseverance favors the bold. Give them more death.
I will do. And this is going to take a little while to take this dude down through his heavy armor. Of course, this guy is absolutely insane in being dealt with. Maybe that will increase the, well, it increases the damage, of course, we deal to him, and you see how quickly his HP is dropping there. Let's do a little bit against our overheating problems. And just bring him down. 1000 HP remain. Nice.
Glorious carnage.
Not exploding, okay. Uncertain where these guys came from. It is of course quite possible that I've just overseen a trap, the usual thing, what I always like to oversee.
Today is a good day.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. And that, guys, already actually, sadly enough, brings us to the end of this episode. Let's take a quick look at the debriefing right here, and then we are out. Come on, game, load up. The threat on the security deck has been pacified. A smaller splinter group is still unaccounted for, but the threat they pose is deemed minimal. It is still a mystery how they were able to gain control of the armory in the first place. A ship personnel involvement has been rounded up along with the surviving mutants. Operation successful. Since we have sufficient living and dead subjects to examine, we can be certain that these mutants are not the source of the infection. As a matter of fact, their presence appears completely unrelated to the parasitic outbreak. We may, however, soon learn the truth as a new situation has been developed back at the station, and we will of course go on here in the next episode. But for now, guys, you know it, I, as usual, really thank you for watching. If you guys actually do have enjoyed this episode, then please give me a little thumbs up and subscribe, and hopefully I see ya in the next episode. Until then, have a nice day, stay frosty, bye.